got them both stunt with. Had to cut you off, you was on some dun. You was supposed to be my dog, why you hate on me? They say success turn your friends to some enemies. Hey, it's crazy, cause it's shining, now you acting shady. Yeah, but I guess it's okay. My mama told me you would show me your ways. Yeah, but I gotta check with him. I had the bands. Pull up in the land.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Oilers coming in at 6-3, going up against the Texans, who come in at 7-2.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Houston Oilers. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. First carry for Leonard Fournette. Missed. Equal through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. The first play from scrimmage. Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate, and guess what? They're in the lead now.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Watson on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
This is Crockett. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see.
Let's go! Blue Lightning! Blue Lightning! Back 99 Philly, here we go! All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56, Detroit! 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 No, check!
Looking to throw. Trying to improvise. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They run with Crockett. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Eight yards to go here on second down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Again on the ground, again Crockett. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a play fake here on first down. Able to power through. That's caught right side by Anderson. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Defensively, maybe a little too fired up there for a 3rd down stop.
Remember in preseason when we were going to camps and watching people, they worked on this, right? In the heat of the summer, still did it anyway.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. First and goal here from the 2. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. That's caught at the 3. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Let's go. 1, 9.
Again, it's Watson. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
The line of scrimmage is the 3 as they look to cash in on 3rd and goal. Watson looks to throw again. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They're going to look to throw. Now he's forced out right. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Fielded at the 20. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one.
And the ball is knocked out. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the hometown guys with a football here to begin this second quarter of play as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. Fournette running right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
As a DN, when you play the run, you don't always have to make the tackle. Just have to use the right technique to make sure the play goes where you want it to. And in this case, did an excellent job stringing this one out and making the tackle at the end of it.
And for a loss. On second down, here's Fournette. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. And it's second down. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back to throw, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now Watson. And some room to maneuver. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well. J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Well, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. And he'll bang that one through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished.
It's a foot race. He's at the 40. 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. A big play there, 79 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It'll set up the screen to Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go now. Green, 30.
They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So they bring out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Eluding the pressure. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. First down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Allen Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Houston. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Miles Jack in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. To throw on second is Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards. Shift together here from the D-line. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. The penalty on first down backs him up 5. It's now first down and 15. From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He'll get 11 yards back on the scramble as it brings up second down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the red zone now, Watson. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 7-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Here's Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are in for 6. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Houston. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Here we go.
Oh, look at the juke. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, look at 56.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Hey, check you. Now let's go. Blue landed. Gun.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Steps away to his left. And some space here. And it's a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And this results in 6. Touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. All right now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The offense on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw here. Forced out to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete. And
he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. What a spin. And now running right through him. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
On first down, Watson. Flush to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
They'll run it again with Fournette. They find some open field here. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Fournette, a first down carry. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. drop to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bernardrick McKinney in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And now out comes Houston. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Let's go!
And they're going to go soft on the corners. To throw is Watson on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, good move. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And now out comes Houston. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll look to throw here on first down. The swing pass caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll drop to throw. Now he's flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Detroit! 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 Let's go!
They'll set up a throw. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Hurry up! No, check! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down.
Over! Set! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky!
He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go!
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And now out comes Houston. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. And now here's a carry heading left. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. And now out comes Houston. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And the wide out in motion.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now back to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
I got two.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. No. Check. Patriot. Watch the end.
Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coach...
And this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Now let's go.
The slot man in motion right. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest. When that...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Now let's go. Philly, here we go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Here we go.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Texans, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter.